If you are planning to keep this fish, you came to the right video. This is the green terror cichlid, one of the most underrated cichlids, yet stunning out there. You are not gonna find them often in aquarium stores, but if you do find them, you may not want to resist this fish. And if you have this fish in your wish list, you just stumble on the right video. Because today, I will show you how to keep green terror cichlids the right way. And I'm gonna cover everything from the right tank setup to the tank mates and do's and don'ts with this fish. Ready to learn more on keeping green terror cichlid? Welcome to Taj Mahal Aquatics, and this is your ultimate care guide for green terror cichlid. So, what kind of fish are green terror cichlids? They are fearsome cichlids, but also gorgeous at the same time. Metallic green and blues that shimmers, it makes them an interesting fish to keep. Originate from the calm waters of Peru and Ecuador, they are probably one of the most underrated cichlids out there, and you don't see them a lot in aquarium shops. They are often overshadowed by the Oscar, but here's a little fact. They are just as smart and interactive as Oscar, but in a more colorful way. And another fact, male green terror cichlids can develop a distinctive nuchal hump, kinda like flower horn. They are too aggressive for beginners though, and advanced fish keepers should know they need more work. But with the right care, even newcomers can handle this fish. So no need to worry, as I will make sure that both beginners and advanced fish keeper can follow this care guide that I made in this video. First things first, let's start with their home, because you need a place to keep them, right? For the minimum tank size, I would recommend 55 gallon for a single fish. If you want a pair or tank mates, get a 75 gallons or bigger. And trust me, you will need that big space, as that makes a huge difference in their attitude. For filtration, a canister filter is your best choice. But if you are on a budget, grab the strongest hang-on back filter, because they can be a bit messy, so strong filter is a must. Good filter means clean water, and clean water means happy fish. And for the substrate, go with fine sand and avoid gravel. They love to dig, and that's kind of their way of stress relief. Large rocks and driftwoods are a good choice for their home decor, as it gives the natural look they love and also give them something to investigate. And for greenery, skip the rooted plants. They're gonna uproot it faster than you think. Use hardy plants that you can nudge between rocks or driftwoods, like Anubias or Java fern. And that's for the tank setup. And how would you set up your green terror tank? Let me know! Water quality is everything in a tank setup, and many people skip or ignore this part. So as a good fish keeper, we should understand the water parameters that our fish needs, because this is the backbone of keeping your fish healthy. And clear water is not always a sign of healthy aquarium water. And talking about water parameters, for green terror cichlids, here's the sweet spot you need to follow. For pH, they prefer 6.5 to 7.5, with water temperature of 75 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Ammonia and nitrate level has to be 0, with nitrate below 20 ppm, with general hardness of 5 to 15 degrees, and carbonate hardness of 4 to 8. And to summarize it all, here's the chart you can follow. And a quick tip, a stable water temperature in 78 degrees Fahrenheit is way better than fluctuating between 74 and 82 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's for the water parameters. And if one of you has preferred measurements, feel free to share it in the comments. We got the tank and the water right. Now let's talk about what they actually eat. Green terrors are omnivores, but they lean more towards carnivore side, which means they prefer more proteins in their diet. And you can feed them with bloodworms, brine shrimp, krill or chopped prawns, earthworms, and sometimes high-quality cichlid pellets. And you can balance their diet with blanched peas and spirulina flakes. And another quick tip, don't just stick with one food, feed them a variety of food to bring out their color. And that's for what you need to feed this fish with. And what would you feed your green terror cichlid with? Comment below. When keeping a fish, we sometimes want our fish to have a friend, right? But with green terror cichlid, it's a rather complicated one. They can be territorial and be aggressive, especially when breeding or when cramped. So what's the best fish to be the tank mates for this fish? Luckily, there are still good options you can choose wisely, such as silver dollars, tinfoil barb, flagtail procylidus, flectos, sabrum cichlids, and many more. Those few fish are just a bit of sample which fish that can go along with green terror cichlid. And there's actually a lot more fish that can be a good friend for this fish, but I think I will make that in a separate video. So if you want to know more possible tank mates for this fish, subscribe now so you don't miss that video. And another quick tip, avoid smaller fish or slow-moving fish. Those kinds of fish are sweet targets for this cichlid. And that's what you need to know about the tank mates for this fish. One thing you have to pay attention to when keeping a fish is to keep an eye on your fish's health. And let's be honest here, nobody likes sick fish, right? And being aware will always help you to prevent your fish from having those health issues. And talking about the most common disease on green terror cichlids, this fish can suffer from hole in the head, ick, fin rot, lymphocystis, and other bacterial or parasitic infections. And to prevent these health issues, keep your water clean and stable. Don't overfeed your fish, and if you want to add new fish, please quarantine your new fish first. And if you find your green terror loses color or stop eating, check your water immediately before you assume it's a disease. And that's the most common health issues you have to pay attention to. And have you experienced these health issues with your green terror cichlid? Let me know. And finally, let's wrap this up with some quick reminders, because one small mistake can be a big problem. And I will show you the do's and don'ts with this fish. Let's start with the don'ts first. Don't overcrowd their tank. Don't mix with smaller or slower fish. Don't overfeed or stick one kind of food for your fish. Don't underestimate their aggression, and never skip a water change. That's the most critical mistake you can make. And now for what you should do with this fish. Do give them enough space. Do offer mixed high quality food. Do choose suitable tank mates. Do keep the water clean and stable, and do watch for early signs of aggression. Spotting early signs of aggression can help you stop your green terror cichlid from starting a big fight. And that's for the do's and don'ts with this fish. there you have it, the ultimate care guide for a green terror cichlid. One of the most underrated American cichlid you can try. Awesome and smart, and just as good as Oscar, and maybe even better. They may look intimidating at first, but once you understand them, they can be a surprisingly rewarding fish. And that wraps up this video. And would you try keeping a green terror cichlid? Let me know in the comments, and give this video a thumbs up, and share this video to your friends that are interested in trying green terror cichlid. Subscribe this channel if you want to see more fun or informative fish keeping content, as I can bring you more. Thanks for watching my aquatic friends, and have a wonderful aquatic life. See you next time.